welcome back to Donington Park after the third and final Bennetts Superbike Championship race of the weekend. Another podium for Lee Jackson of the Cheshire Mouldings FS3 Racing Kawasaki team. Lee, between the races you were saying you were going to make some changes. Did you do that in the end?
Yeah, we made a couple of changes. Obviously the pace in the first race was mega hot. Brad and Jace set a outstanding pace in that one, so there's a little bit of work to do for me and probably the rest of the pack, and managed just to find that extra few tenths that I needed just to give me the extra bit in the final few laps of the race. Obviously the safety car will probably come out, that maybe helped a few more people stay in the mix for a little bit longer. Obviously the tyres didn't quite wear as they did in race one, but yeah, we made a few changes and the bike was working pretty good in that session and in that race, and it's been a good day in all. 2 podiums, it's a solid round 3 again, and just a massive credit to my team for working hard and just putting a great bike underneath me.
And you now hold third in the standings going to Knock Hill, which is the next event. How happy are you with the start of the season? Because if someone had said to you after the opening 3 rounds that's where you'd be in the championship, was that something you would have expected?
Nah, I've always been probably known as a bit of a slow burner, and for me to be P3 in the championship after 3 rounds, I'm mega happy with. I've worked hard this winter. There's a lot of people in my corner pushing me, and there's a few things changed behind the scenes that's just helping me, become where I am today, really. And I was probably disappointed with my results at round 1, but from there on, it's just been getting better and better. So hopefully, just keep this form and continue where we are in the standings.
That's great. Congratulations on the podium, Lee.
Thank you.
Second in the third race of the weekend, another podium clean sweep for you, Brad Ray for Rich Energy OMG Racing Yamaha. It was a tough race, and with this BMW safety car intervention, that must have made it a bit difficult because you and Jason had quite an advantage at some points in the race. Yeah. It bunched the pack back up. At that point, were you a bit nervous that you were going to be more attacked, given that the pack had all been bunched?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the safety car wasn't ideal in that race, but I knew straight away after the safety car I had to put in a few fast laps to try and break the group again, because I know myself and Jason have a bit more pace than the others, so I had to just put a few quick laps in, make a gap to the group, and then manage the race from there. But again, Jason had better pace than me in the last part of that race. We made a few changes. I managed to stay there a little bit longer, but just not enough to fight for the victory today. But over the moon with 3 podiums this weekend.
And at the start of the season, and certainly at the last round, you've been saying how happy you are to be consistent, to be on the podium. It's been an incredible start to the season for you. Next, we head to Knock Hill in Scotland. Yeah. How do you feel about that track? Because that's a completely separate track, all again to the previous 2 that we've been to. Do you think that the Yamaha can perform strongly there? Yeah,
I think it will do, to be fair. I mean, we've been to 3 different tracks now, and the bike's been mega. So looking forward to going to Knock Hill. I'm not sure if we're testing there before the race weekend, but to be honest, I'm happy to go there with the package we got. It seems to be working very well. So,
Jason, it's been an incredible day for you. You had a great performance in the first race earlier on today, followed it up again with a race 2 victory this afternoon, but it wasn't exactly an easy race in terms of strategy, was it?
Tough race. Always difficult when you start on the second row. Not that the second row's bad, but you're in the middle of the group. First few laps are always quite aggressive because everyone's trying to find their position. The first few laps are a bit hectic. Made some good passes, got through, got myself into a really nice place, and then the safety car came out. So whoever crashed in that, I hope they're okay. And then straight after the safety car, Kyle passed me into turn 1. I thought, I could just do without this, because I thought Brad was going to get away because he had really good pace. But I got through them guys quite quickly, started to reel Brad back in, and I sort of knew that I had a little bit once I got to the front to push, and I thought I could get to the end. So yeah, really, really happy with a double win today. It's been an amazing weekend for us. So close to the win yesterday, and then win both races today is just a perfect weekend for us. Gives us a real boost after the first few rounds. Shows that we've been working in the right way. It's just taking a little bit of time. Now we've got hopefully we've got a test coming up in the next few weeks, which we can reconfirm everything that we've done. Hopefully take another step forward and get ready for the next few rounds.
And a strong performance here this weekend has moved you up to second in the standings. I know it's earlier on in the season, but you must feel happy that it couldn't have gone any better this weekend.
Yeah, I can't believe that, to be honest. It just goes to show, it only takes a couple of good races and you're back in the mix. So most important thing for us is we're on the board with the podium credits now. I think we got 13 this weekend, which is fantastic. That's the main table we're looking at. So just keep working away, doing our thing, keep our heads down, it's all going to be good.
And we head to Knock Hill next. Previously, that's not been one of your strongest circuits and one of your less favoured ones, shall we say. Last year you managed to overcome that. Do you feel that going into Knock Hill now, coming off the back of the momentum here at Donington, that you can have another strong performance there and really take the title challenge to the others?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to get to Knock Hill. It's no secret in previous years it's not been one of my favourite tracks. I finally got a podium there last year, had a pole position there, so we had really good speed. So yeah, we need to do some work. I need to do some work on myself at the circuit as well. So hopefully we get a test there. I'm looking forward to it because every time I go there, it's a bit of a challenge. You know, it's not an easy track for me. But last year we had really good speed. So I'm sure with the package we have now, we're going to be better again, and hopefully we can be fighting for more victories.
And of course, at the end of today, not only you took the double race win, you took home the Bennetts Rider of the Round and the Milwaukee King of Donington Trophy. How are you going to celebrate this evening?
I'd like a beer.
Someone get the man a beer.
But if we don't get one today, we'll get one tomorrow. Just going to enjoy it, you know. Like I had an amazing year last year. It ended on a bit of a downer. Started this year on a bit of a downer, and you got to enjoy these days because they don't always come around like this. So be a smile on my face between now and Knock Hill, and then we'll get back to work.
In terms of what you've just said, is now the actual time you felt the best since perhaps the middle of last season, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Middle part of last year, I was winning a lot of races, but everyone else was up and down. Towards the end of the year, we struggled a little bit, and then we started to change some things, and it didn't quite work out for us at that point in the year. It's just a snowball effect, you know. It's like the first few rounds for me. When it starts to go a little bit bad, it keeps going bad, and then you look at this weekend, when it starts going good, it keeps going good. So it's nice to be back up front. Them races today are probably the two races that I've felt the best at, as in how I won the races. I come from behind, got to the front, a little gap and won. So yeah, I feel really strong today. Body's in fantastic condition for these races, and looking forward to some more.
That's great, and congratulations, Jason.
Cheers, guys.